Good morning. We are so happy to have you here, Usher.
Yes.
Man, first and foremost, I want to say congratulations on everything. It was for me because we kind of grew up in the same age group. So for me being, a teenager and you being a teenage heartthrob and, for my people in my culture, we kind of came up together. And to see, what you've been able to do over the course of your career is absolutely amazing to me to watch and very inspiring. Watching you at the Super Bowl was just a pinnacle moment for me, because I was like, yo, and the way that you brought out, people that have, you've collaborated in your career, it was just amazing. And for me to think, a couple of years ago, and I'm doing a whole dialogue right now because this is what I said on the radio. But to see you come through so much, adversity and, the highs and the lows and really just stay the course to end up, in that moment was everything for me to see. So congratulations to you on all your success. Yes, I was in Vegas. The night I was there, I was with my best friend, Eva, and I think Vivica was with us and Cynthia Bailey. And it was a surprise because it was a 2-for-1 special. You had Tip come out that night. This nigga was doing comedy and he was doing comedy and songs. So we had the best experience watching you, in your element on stage. So congratulations to you on everything.
Yo, listen, thank you so much. I appreciate it. As a day one and for each and every one of my day ones out there, it's a celebration and life is a journey. And if you stay the course, it's going to, either course correct or either you will eventually land where you were ordained to. And the reality is that it's just been a commitment to the music that I've made, the integrity that I want to have within my, my entertainment, and just really the fact that, I love what I do.
Yeah.
And I love what I do for y'all. I love to be able to say that, I would love to be able to say it's been easy. It ain't. Right. It's a process, and that is what makes it worth it. So, rather it was a Super Bowl or rather it was Las Vegas, all of it has just really been an incredible pleasure to be able to entertain people and just bring them back to something great. You got to think about it. When Las Vegas started, everything had stopped.
Clearly.
So it was all about just kind of restoring this kind of normalcy and hope. And then and then after that, it just became a wild success in Las Vegas.
Did you even imagine that it would be at the magnitude that it was? It literally was the hottest ticket, even on the gram.
Yeah.
Everybody was waiting to see
that FOMO. Yo, by the way, it was the two things. One, an underserved market, right? Because people, they kind of given up on Las Vegas, or at least people, they go there and they know what the experience was going to be, but they didn't have anything that was applying that type of thing. And did I know that it would have that kind of reaction? I knew what I was going to put in it.
Okay.
And I knew, why I was doing it. So, yeah, of course, I felt that way, and I'm happy that I was able to just be out there and give people something really exciting to get us back to normal. And it landed in the end in Las Vegas at the Super Bowl.
Yes, it did. It came full circle.
Yeah.
Yes.
The whole movement. Now, Usher, why was you approaching these men's women in the audience?
I mean,
where did that come from?
By the way, all due respect to each and every person who bought a ticket. If I didn't get to you, I'm sorry.
Okay. Whoa, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I got more complaints about women saying
that
why you ain't come to me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But an R&B or either classic experience of mine has always been about catering to the women.
Yes.
And serenading them and having fun. I wasn't trying to take nobody's, or break up nobody's happy home. I was just really trying to make certain everybody enjoyed the show that they came to see. If you saw it,
yes, it was amazing.
Yeah, I gave my wife if we go to Usher concert instructions?
Hey, by the way, you should be thanking me because I'm just getting it right and ready for you.
This thing gonna be soaking.
Usher baby, Usher baby.
So residency in Las Vegas. What is a day like when every day is a performance at night? So what is an Usher day like in Las Vegas?
So no different than how I put these past, present, future tickets on sale where we do 3 nights or maybe sometimes 4 nights in a certain market. I like residency because I get a chance to sit somewhere.
Yeah.
It worked well for me Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday because I can, handle business, be with my family, my kids. And, it worked that way because, I can't perform each and every day like that. I don't even think I could muster up enough energy to do what you've never seen me live like that, right?
No.
So you don't know. Okay, I got it.
I
don't understand.
I couldn't get the hot ticket,
bro. I go super hard.
I've saw enough clips.
Yeah,
and I've heard enough stories of the disappointed women that didn't get picked.
Yeah,
to know that it was a phenomenal show.
I caught me some Usher bucks.
Yeah.
Now, Usher, when that came out and people were like,
the Usher bucks.
Yeah.
You had your own money and they tried to act like you were out here trying to spend money like with your own face on it. That was before like people really even knew that it was a segment where it was like, Usher bucks like flying all over the place. You don't play into a lot of the social media.
Well, yeah, say less. Let them talk more.
Okay.
For me, it was a promotional tour that my son came up with.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, he was like, Dad, you need to do Usher bucks. So we literally had like a flyer. It was basically what looked like $100 bill with my face. You seen Usher. You got some. So anyway, we happened to be at a strip club in Las Vegas, and they were kind of putting, some of them down. It wasn't even me, but I'm like,
wow.
But the fact that it then went wild after that, and then it became a thing that, people come to the show to get and celebrate. It's cool. Okay. The boy got his own money.
I know that's right. All right. So what are the busiest days of your life? People are trying to decipher. Did you actually get married on the day of the Super Bowl?
I did.
Okay.
I got the certificate before because you have to get a certificate in Las Vegas. So we were planning. We had been, talking about it. We've been engaged for the last 2 years. Well, a year and a half, actually. And the only thing that kept delaying it is the fact that we kept adding shows because we wanted to do something that would be really fun. So it was a spare of the moment. Saved a whole lot of money.
I know that's right.
And speaking of, but more than anything, it was about having my immediate family there. Her mother was there. Her father was there. My mother was there. My kids were there. And a select few people. I had a lot of people who were not, and I hated that I didn't have the chance to have everybody there. So we're going to do a bigger ceremony later. But the whole purpose and point was the love and kind of the crescendo of Las Vegas. I'd done all of this stuff there. Why not have this one last moment that we talked about? And we're like, you know what? Let's do it this way.
Okay.
And literally came off the stage. I'm like at an all-time high. I was like, yo, let's go do it right now. I'm like, what?
Yes.
Yeah, I was late for my after party because I decided to go get married before I went to that.
So the after party was like a reception of some sort.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Well, that's good.
That's
Congratulations once again. Now, speaking of love and what's going on, we heard that you were working on a drama series. Mm-hmm. Is that true about Black love in Atlanta?
Yeah, I mean, to put it short, yeah. Confessions is kind of at the heart, is at the core of it. The idea really did start based off of the songs that were created doing Confessions. And then also to thereafter some of the things that, kind of came as a result of that storytelling. So that then made me want to tell some of these other stories that maybe people are familiar with.
Okay.
And maybe the ones that you're not so familiar with. Or maybe you are familiar with, but nobody's chosen to say and tell.
Okay.
But it's in development.
All right. Well, congratulations on that. I'm trying to see what don't you have your hands in right now? What are some of the other things that...
There's a lot I don't have my hands in.
What about Alicia Keys? How did you deal with the pushback
Shawty was on your
from
case.
Alicia Keys?
Shawty was on your case about
I kind of
that.
was.
Shawty, were you with me and understanding that this is entertainment?
I was. At the end of the day, I said this is a stage.
So here's what I choose to do whenever people choose to say something. I say less because people tend to say more. You can gather whatever you feel. We've been friends since we were teenagers, so no, never would ever do anything to disrespect Alicia Keys or Swiss. So, but now having the ability to talk about it afterwards, we rehearsed it over and over and over and over again, and every time we did it the same way. So people then made something more of it because they could, Everybody's perspective is what it is.
It was definitely a big takeaway moment from.
But was it a good takeaway?
It was a very good takeaway.
You were good. You
was
good
like,
with it?
okay, Alicia.
It was a trending topic. Probably every radio station. It fell right up behind the infamous cheeks.
Oh.
When she turned around, you see them cheeks out like that.
Oh my God!
That's what they do.
I cannot. All right, so can we talk about your latest album? Yes. Love the A-Town song.
Thank you, my love.
Yes. So tell us about it. Well, for those who might be slipping or don't know or whatever.
Well, there's nothing like an A-Town girl, and it ain't necessarily just being from the A, because some people more than likely have made their way here and actually now take on the energy of what an A-Town girl is. An A-Town girl is independent. An A-Town girl is independent by choice, but she prefers to allow you to do what you need to do for her because she understands her value. But more than anything, she's a girl that's about that life, and she understands how to, move. And the energy of what she offers is more than just what you see. It's more than skin deep, but what you're looking at is definitely beautiful,
Boom.
Yeah.
To the Super Bowl, back to the Super Bowl. It was a great feeling to see you, John, and Jermaine
for the A, man. Yes, for the A,
representing the A.
Yeah,
the whole city, what we built. You did bring the world to the A, and y'all got it. Then did just like some ATL, and just we're a special type of people. What was that feeling?
I mean, to have come here from Chattanooga, Tennessee, which is where I'm originally from. And be welcomed with open arms from all of the pioneers of this city, like Jermaine Dupri, like Lil Jon, like Rico Wade, and Organized Noise. I consider myself, not only a person who represents Atlanta, but also too represents the culture and the energy of what it is. Because there's nothing like people from Atlanta. They don't make them like us.
They don't.
And this city of true belief, it's not just a city of hope. At some point, I think somebody might have said that, like, this is the city of the Phoenix, but like, this has always been a place that has represented growth, has represented an opportunity to do something new. And since people begin to recognize the power and the strength of Atlanta, you've seen it influence all cultures.
Yes.
You've seen it influence makeup culture for women. You've seen it influence how women and men choose to dress musically, culturally. All of those things are influencing and informing what the rest of the world is doing. But Atlanta doesn't necessarily get the recognition. So I figured I would make certain that I put it on the stage and let it be known where it came from. I was telling a story that was past, present, future, but it ended at the end letting you know that this is Atlanta. Atlanta is a melting pot of all of those experiences, of something that feels elegant, of something that feels quality, of something that feels rooted, of something that feels cultural, of something that feels, like the real.
Yes.
So, rather it's musically or, culturally, it's Atlanta. So it felt good for me to be able to have that moment.
Yeah, it felt good for me.
It felt good for me to let the rest of the world know it was the A that did it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shawty's about to cry. But before he does, drop a tear or two. Let's talk about your latest album again, Coming Home. Is this an independent album for you?
It is. By the way, I was the first independent artist to ever play the Super Bowl too, by the way.
Yeah.
So, man, this was after, all of the albums that I've done and all the time that I've had as an artist, to be able to bang it full circle and come back and work along with my partner, L.A. Reid, and also to support the efforts of Larry Jackson with Gamma and my label, Mega. It's great. I think that us being able to support each other more, us being able to take all of the wisdom that we've had from our experience in this industry and now be independent and continue to move and keep that story going. It's not about just what we've done in the past. It's about what we're going, where we are right now, but where we are going.
Yes.
And really happy to say that I can do it independently now.
Congratulations on your independent status and like really making it happen. Are you now like rearing any new artists? Is there going to be a situation where you're going to be developing talent?
Absolutely, developing talent. Mega is not just for me as an artist. For Usher, it's for all talent. So, considering looking for talent that is outside of the norm, talent that's willing to do the work. So part of what it is that makes me the artist that I am is the work that I put in and the sustainability there. Being authentic to who I am and what I have to offer, but being mindful of what it took to get here. The pioneers that helped me understand what it took to be a legendary artist. I'm trying to offer that same information without getting in the way of the artist's creativity through Mega. So, yeah, there's more to come.
Yes. All right. Well, I'm sure they're going to be reaching out trying to hook up with Usher.
Artist development.
Holla at your boy.
You have killed it. If it wasn't Usher, who would your top 3 be?
My top
R&B.
3?
R&B. R&B artists?
R&B.
Oh, that's easy. You saying if it wasn't me?
No, you at the top, under you.
Oh.
Like a Mount Rushmore of R&B artists. Okay.
Man.
Is this up and coming or current?
And I had one more kid, and then I would say Usher.
Like George Foreman?
Right. No. It would be Naveed, Usher, and Usher. I don't know. My son, he's probably listening to this interview right now.
Okay.
But and an artist. He is a real artist.
Really?
Yeah. I told you he came up with Usher Bucks. He thinks about marketing. He actually is very in tune.
I was going to ask you if your teenage kids like kept you up to date in the know of what's going on. We're at that age now.
Of course they do. More critical than any other human being on planet Earth, too, by the way.
Right.
Yeah, man. Kids, they really do, have a way with words.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
They will tell you when
Some of the things they say my grandmother would, and my mom would have knocked me out, dude.
Yes.
But to be honest, understanding how people process information, you got to move quick. It's just a different time, and being able to have this moment to be able to connect, I still feel like it matters. And everybody that's listening right now, I hope that you understand that this connection means more to me than it ever will to you, to be able to talk to you, because I don't get a chance to be able to do this that often.
You sure don't. I was surprised you came.
We thought it was April Fools.
Yeah. By the way, that's that trust. We build trust.
Hey, we appreciate it.
But I appreciate it.
Yes.
And I thank y'all, man. I do appreciate you holding me down when I ain't here. More than often, it's easy to be able to slide into the rumor mill and just get into the nonsense. But legacy is important, and being able to sustain the artists who work hard for it. I appreciate the salute.
Yes.
And I'm gonna continue to do what I do. Hopefully for the artists, in the future, rather they choose to move quickly and, move through content and, with the industry now based off of streaming and downloads and likes, I'm still on love. I still got to love what I do. Even though the world is liking everything, I love it.
All right. Sexiest man of the moment. How did you prepare for this cover shoot? Because I put it on my story. I was like, oh my God.
Keto.
Really?
Keto?
Really?
Okay, then you just put us on to something.
But it's just keeping a healthy regimen.
Okay.
I think that it's important for people to understand taking care of yourself long time. I'm a 45-year-old dude.
Okay.
And to be able to take care of myself the way I have, it's been trying different things, but more than anything, being mindful of what I ingest, what I eat, how much I work out. I do yoga, I meditate. And that's a daily thing. I didn't do it today because I got up so early to get here for y'all.
Thank you.
I'm gonna do it after. But it's a little bit of what you choose to eat and how you choose to spend your time. If you got 24 hours, if you can dedicate just at least 30 to 40 minutes to taking care of your body for the next 20, 30 years, it's gonna benefit you in the long run. But I had to realize that younger. I was 15 when I decided to start thinking.
Really?
Yeah. So I've
Wow.
always just taken care of my body. You know what I'm saying? And made certain that even if I went on the wild side, I was eating all kind of crazy food. You know, I was always mindful of.
Give yourself a break and then come back to your regimen.
Yeah.
Love that. Love that.
Well, my question, Usher, was: do you feel like heartbreak makes really good R&B music? Because they say they want Summer Walker, Keisha Cole
From top.
Yeah.
It does. If you ain't going through shit, you ain't got nothing to talk about. If you ain't going through nothing, then you don't have anything to talk about. Or you have less to talk about, or maybe you have less to feel. While what is it? Anybody can stand in front of a microphone right now, and technology will fix your voice. You know what I'm saying? The emotion is something that you cannot fix. So if you don't have the emotion and you can't relate to it, then how can you ever make people really feel? There's something that's deeper in music than just the tone. There's the actual emotion that you're putting in there, and you can't really control it. It's either real or it's not. So go through something to get to something. Yeah.
Maybe some people just be using these relationships so they can have some good songs afterwards. I don't know.
That's toxic.
It is.
I was out here just
But
looking
no,
to get in
toxic.
shit.
But
I was
look
just
how
gotta
toxic these
selfish.
people
fuck up
are.
your whole life.
That's selfish
to
as
be able to
hell.
get.
That's selfish. I know people do that. It might not
Meanwhile,
be
Josh stay
songs.
over there taking notes.
Yeah,
Make a
that's,
real
that-
good
that's really
song.
selfish. People don't be selfish. Don't sacrifice nobody's life because you want to gain. Like I'm.
And I'm
It's
hanging
all
hit
in
record. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's all an experiment anyway.
You gotta find a balance in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the truth is, you gotta go. By the way, I think it was Babyface who said that. Unless you're going through something, you don't really have. You're not able to draw from real emotional. But yeah.
All right. Well, anywho, it's been a wonderful time here with
Yeah.
Had a good
Usher.
time, man.
We definitely appreciate you for stopping by and showing love. I mean, to seeing you on the TV screen at the Super Bowl, to sitting right here with us and talking to the people. We love it.
Yes.
Thank you for
Happy to be able to make the connection.
keeping your humbleness and just the essence of like who you are. Love that.
For real.